All right, I am live. Hey, 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 everyone. Welcome today. So, today we are going to be talking about um, email marketing, text marketing, how to automate it, and how to avoid penalties and fines. So, yes, that is what we're talking about today. And most people don't know that with email marketing and text marketing that there are fines. So the because of all the things that are happening in the presidential era, in the um, scammer era, text messaging and email marketing is heavy regulated. So text messaging and email marketing is heavy regulated, meaning if you do it wrong, you can be fined. And we definitely don't want to be fined to market our business, right? And so we want to make sure that we are doing this the proper way. So today, what I am going to talk about is how to automate your business, but with email marketing and text. But not only how, I'm going to show you some examples. This is the whiteboard edition. And so we are going to be using the whiteboard. If you are viewing us on Instagram, you can go over to YouTube, Facebook, or LinkedIn so you'll be able to see the whiteboard closer because I will be switching my view. Otherwise, you'll just see me getting up here from Instagram and going to the whiteboard. Okay, so first, how to automate your business with text message and email marketing. The first thing you need to do is, again, we always start with my SPA method, which is strategy, process, and then automation. All right. So if you are going to start building a list, if you want to start sending text messages, what are you sending emails for? What are you sending text messages for? And what is the list building going to be? What are they going to receive? And what is the purpose? Okay. So if you say, I'm going to start building my list and I'm going to send out a newsletter, and this newsletter is going to be pertaining to growing your business, then you know everything that you put out has to be about growing your business when you email and when you text. So let's use the example of a marketing agency. So if I opt into a marketing agency and let's just say they have different levels, right? Because you're in different levels in your business journey. So if they say, okay, do you want to learn about Facebook ads? Do you want to learn about social media marketing? Do you want to learn about television advertising? Do you want to learn about radio advertising? Those are four different areas. So if I opt in to learn how to grow my business with radio advertising, I don't want to hear about social media. So don't send me messages about social media. So if we're going to look at our business and we're going to look at the different segments we have, then we need to plan accordingly based on those segments. Hopefully, this is making sense to you. And again, if you're just joining, we are talking about email marketing, text marketing, and how to avoid fines and penalties with your email and your text marketing. Okay. All right. So, one of the things that people do not know is that you can be fined for your text and your email marketing. Now, who regulates that? The Federal Trade Commission regulates it, and the act is called the Can Spam Act. So the CAN-SPAM Act says, listen, we will allow you to send emails and text messages, but you can't spam people. And what you say you're going to give them is what you're going to give them. If they complain and we look into it and you did not get the proper, I want you to hear me, proper permissions to be able to send this person messaging, we're going to fine you. Now, they may give you a warning, but if you continue to do it, then they're going to fine you. Now, those fines are hefty. So the fine, hey, hippie heathen, the fine is for email $40,000 per occurrence. Now, they were only doing email and they weren't regulating text, but now text is becoming so heavily overutilized and used incorrectly that they had to regulate text, right? Because I want to know, where did I give permission for any presidential party or political party to text me? I didn't give anybody permission to text me. So if we put our phone number on our voter registration form, does that give them permission to text us? Listen. Anyway, so if you're just joining, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Jennifer J, and I set up and manage marketing systems for business owners to free up their time and allow them to create and increase more revenue, spend time with their families, hobbies while their business is automated so they don't have to worry about all of the tech things. So if you don't know me, that's who I am. And we are talking about how to automate your business, how to automate your email marketing and text marketing. So, right now, we're talking about the legalities behind not doing this properly, and then I'll go into how to do it properly so that you aren't fined, okay? And so that you are staying in compliance with the laws. Now, the autoresponder platforms and the text messaging platforms, the good ones, are also regulating you as you're sending them. So if you're not in regulation, they're going to let you know, hey, we need you to tighten this up because you have this amount of bounce text, you have this amount of opt outs, and this tells us that you didn't get permission to send this messaging that you're getting. Now, I use Go High Level, and theirs is highly regulated. They have a whole department to regulate that, which I love it because that's protecting me, it's protecting my customers to not spam people unintentionally, right? We can unintentionally spam people because we're getting incorrect information, and then we're sending them text messages and we're sending them emails, and we don't know that it's illegal to just do it like that because other people have just done it to us. So we're watching them and we're just doing that. No, it's wrong. Please don't do it that way. Again, it's regulated by the Federal Trade Commission, and it's the CAN-SPAM Act. So if you want to know and go look that up, you can. It's CAN, CAN, SPAM, SPAM, Act, ACT. Okay. Now I want to read you three exemptions to the text messaging rule. The first exemption is if you have a prior relationship, and prior relationship is defined by if you are sending SMS messages to an existing customer. Now, I guess customer can be defined any kind of way, because does that mean if they opt into your lead magnet, are they a customer? Does customer mean they have to have paid for something from you? If that's the case, then everybody's lead magnet could be $1, and then that's a customer, right? So it says if SMS messaging to an existing customer, you've already established a relationship. This is defined by a consumer requesting information about your business within the past 3 months, or if they've used your services within the past 18 months. Okay. That's for SMS messaging. That's prior relationship. Okay. That is what prior relationship is defined by. Now, specific type of businesses are exempt from this. Those are if business information is sent on behalf of someone covered under a specific healthcare plan, or your business is a non-profit that doesn't sell goods or services. I guess that's how the political parties get away with it. But they take contributions. Are they really nonprofit? Anyway, let me get off of that. Okay. Emergency purposes is the third exemption. If you're using an automated text message for emergency purposes, it's exempt from the it's called the TCPA Act. That's the exemption for text messaging. Okay. Now, let me tell you how to avoid all this and not worry about it. The first thing you should never, ever, ever, ever in life do is to go into your phone, take out people's information, add it to a spreadsheet, and add it into your automation tool and start sending them messaging. Never, ever, ever do that. Never go into your email. And when I say email, I mean your G Suite, your professional email, your Outlook, your if you're using GoDaddy, your webmail, whatever, and pull out people's emails because they've emailed you and send them messages. The only way you should be sending someone messages to be safe. Now you can do what you want to do, right? The only way to be safe is to set up a proper automation tool that allows them to opt in, meaning they get a form, a pop up. It's really a form, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. They get a form that says, what is your name? What is your email? And what is your name, your first name, your last name, your email. I'm really thrown off because it looks like I have a filter on Instagram and I don't like filters. I need to figure that out. Sorry, squirrel. So that form says once you hit submit that they opted in, right? They put their information in. Now, some systems have, you'll see, like I know ConvertKit has the double opt in, meaning when the person goes to the email, they still don't get their item they requested. They get um another form of opting in, right? They have to confirm from their email. That's a double opt in. So you want to make sure you have that because that's consent. You can go further by having a button that says, I agree to receive marketing messaging. You can put a button on your form. I see that all the time, and I opt out of that from certain things that I go into because I don't want marketing messaging, right? Like when you sign up for certain software, they'll do that. They'll say, listen, we'll give you what you asked for, but we'll also send you marketing messaging. I don't want. Okay. So that's how you do it properly. And then you want to further make sure that these things are being segmented. So the three things you want to do for automation, and then we're going to hop over to the whiteboard, is create segmentation based on your services. That's the first thing you want to do. And you do that by sitting down and looking at the different buckets that you have for your business. Then you want to create an opt in, right? So the opt-in I just talked about, that's number two. And then number three, we want to create workflows. So now we're going to hop over to the whiteboard. And again, if you are viewing me on Instagram and you want to go to Facebook or LinkedIn to be able to see me, you can. But you are going to have this in your way because I didn't. Let me see. Let me see. Y'all messing me up on Instagram. I had this all planned out. Now I got to move the chair. Now I got to move the chair over here. All right. All right, Jerry. All right. All right. See, I love y'all Instagram. Okay. Right. So what we're going to do is, no, start that. We're going to talk about how to automate your email marketing. So the first thing you want to do is segment your services. So in segmenting, it's just identifying what services you have and if they require you to have a different opt-in, right? 1 second. Hold on 1 second. I did something. Okay, there we go. All right. Um, this just lets you know if you should be using a different opt-in for each one. So I give you a prime example. Let's use my own services. So I have the do it yourself, and then I have the done with you. So do it yourself is typically people who are just starting and they're budget conscious, right? The people who are do it, that says done with you. I didn't drink all my coffee. I'm sorry. This should be done for you. Done for you. I tried to do it with you, it didn't work. Okay. So, done for you is we set up and manage it and we just do it for you, right? Because the done with you didn't work. So, I had to switch to the done for you. So, the done for you is usually established businesses, right? And money is not an object. They need time. They just want somebody to do it for them. Listen, I don't want to learn about funnels. I don't want to learn about email marketing. I don't want to learn about this stuff you're talking about right now. I just want you to set it up and do it. So that's the service we do. These people I would not send the same things to because they don't care about how to automate your email marketing. They care that I know how to do it, but they don't care about that. They don't care about how to optimize the mobile version of your landing page. They don't want to know that. They want to know what can this service do for me? How do I get started? And let's go. So I'm not going to send them all of this stuff. And then on that level, right here, they need to know different things. They need to know what marketing things they need to do. They need to know how to market and what CEO things they need to do. Up here, you're trying to gain awareness and get started and automate your business so you have time and you're not 10, 15 years in your business. Now somebody has to automate all of the stuff that you created, right? So I'm going to segment them, but I'm going to segment them by the information they get. So this lead magnet would be like right now I have an automation checklist. The automation checklist is for people who are just getting started because it's telling you what you need. And so when I send, sorry, people information, it's the getting started stuff. They don't want to hear about marketing and stuff because they're not even there yet. And the marketing things that I send to them is to help bring awareness back to this system that you should have set up. And so they're down here measuring different things than they are up here. Okay. So that's what the segmentation looks like. So when I'm sending out things to lists, now I have a list. So number two, after you segment on paper, you need to create the list. So you would create a list and a tag. I do both. Now, let's talk about tags. Tags are just labels in your system. They're just labels in your system. The board is reversed. I can't read what's on the board. Go to Facebook or LinkedIn or YouTube. I'm only on Instagram as a courtesy. So if you want to see what I'm writing on the board, go to Facebook, YouTube, or LinkedIn. So Jennifer J on Facebook, Jennifer J on LinkedIn, and the System Situation YouTube channel. Okay. So, awesome. All right. So, a tag is just a label, right? So a tag is just a label in the system. So if you have a lead magnet, for every lead magnet you have, you should have a label for that lead magnet so you know what somebody opted into. And then that way you can direct your marketing to that, right? So you can send them to, you can send messaging to certain people that only have this tag. And that's dependent on the software tool you use. Now, everything I talk about, you can do and Go High Level. If you want to try Go High Level out, there's a 14-day trial. The link is in my bio everywhere I'm streaming at. Okay. So, and then if you're catching the replay, it will be under this video. All right. Or above it, or wherever you're watching it. Okay. So, let's just say, and so now let's use my services. So we have the automation checklist, and then I have a challenge guide, right? That's two different audiences. So if you're running challenges, the premise is you're already established business with a proven concept, meaning you're already receiving customers and now you want to run a challenge. So that's a different type of customer than someone who's just starting out. So I wouldn't send the same type of messaging. And I don't typically send messages to people who bought the challenge because they're on a different level. Now, what I will do is send them messages to say, hey, we have a new service, a done for you service, where we will set up and manage your challenge for you. So, see, our service covers challenges because if you haven't ran challenges, what you don't know is when you do challenges, you have to manage the back end because nobody can find the links you sent them all week. Nobody knows where they're supposed to go. Nobody can find anything, and they always want to upgrade at that time. So, anybody who I'm going to send that to, I'm sending them this information because they want this. Because for my solopreneurs who are trying to run challenges by themselves without a team, it's a hot mess, right? And again, if you're just joining me on Instagram, if you want to see my board, come to Facebook, Jennifer J, LinkedIn, Jennifer J, or YouTube, The System Situation. All right, so now, after we segment and we create our list and tag, that's the whole strategy part. You have to start with a strategy. You have to start with a strategy. You have to start with a strategy. When you don't start with a strategy, it's just a hot mess. And then when it's a hot mess, you have to pay for somebody to fix that mess. Because don't nobody want to do that. All right. So start with your strategy. What services do I have? What buckets do they fall into? What is the goal? Every time I talk with clients, that is my question. What is the goal? Okay, now what do we have that we can lead them back to that goal? Everything should lead to something. So if I have lead magnets that lead to DIY, do it yourself, those lead magnets should lead back to do it yourself. If I have any lead magnets that's going to lead to the done for you, they should lead to the done for you. And so in my system, when they come in here, I'm creating a list and I'm tagging them. Okay. And so now when I'm doing that, I'm only sending messaging to them based on what they opted into. Hopefully, this is making sense based on what they're saying. Yes, Jordan Harper. If you have to view me on Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube in order to see my screen properly. So I am Jennifer J on Facebook, and I'm Jennifer J on LinkedIn, and YouTube is the system situation. Okay. So go over to one of those to be able to see my live streams and to be able to see the screen properly. Okay. Um, let me see. Okay. All right. All right, guys. Okay. Okay. Hmm. All right. Okay, guys. So, wait, what did I do? I done did something crazy. Uh-oh. See what happened when I be touching stuff? What is that? Get out of there. All right. Oh. I done touched something, messed it up, messed with y'all. Hold on, y'all. Girl, quit touching buttons. Okay. um, let's make sure. Sorry. Ain't nobody commenting saying nothing. Okay. All right. So now, how do we create this automation? So once we get all this established, right? Now what we're going to do is we're going to create our automation for our email. So and text. So what we do is we're going to create a form, and that form is called an opt-in, right? And on that form is the name, email, phone, and then it's the submit button, right? So this is your opt-in form. Now, however you do that is how you do it. There is no right or no wrong way to do this. This could be a Google form. You just better be ready to show that Google form. That's why we use systems, because the system, the tool will keep track of all of this stuff for you. But sometimes you got to get it how you live, okay? So, um, you just need the name, the email, and the phone number, and the button that says submit or whatever you want your button to say, right? So, one of the things that I do is if I want them, I stop asking for the phone number because on certain things I ask for the phone number, certain things I don't. Because I want you in your mind to say, oh, let me go check my email because that's all I put in. So if I don't put the phone number on there, they're not looking for a text. Now, my strategy for text is I will send the confirmation phone number, I mean email, but I'll send a text that says, hey, go check your email. You're confirmed so that they know. And that's it. Okay. So the first thing you want to do is create this opt-in form. Now on the back end of the opt-in form is where the workflow stuff come in. Okay. So if you don't know what a workflow is, it is a series of actions that fire off based on actions taken in your system. That's a Jennifer J definition. Okay. You will not find that in the dictionary. You will not find that on Google. Chat GPT is not going to give you that. Okay? I just want to let you know. So, anyone who is new to me, my definitions are my definitions because I try to keep them simple so that people can understand it. So, again, the workflow is just a series of actions in your software because we're talking about software right now in your software that fire off based on actions taken by your customers. Okay? So they fill out this opt in form, they hit submit, and it goes to the workflow. Now let's build out this workflow. All right? So this workflow would look like this. Tag. First thing you should do. This is the opt in for your items we talked about before. And if you are just joining, you're going to have to catch the replay to see the segmentation and the list and the tag that you should be doing before you get to this point. Okay, tag. What is that tag? Then I'm going to send them the confirmation email. Then I'm going to send them, I'm making these big because I write big. I'm going to send them a notification SMS. So remember, I said I send an email and a text to notify them that this action was successful because people don't trust tech. You shouldn't either. And we sent you the email. Now we know that emails go to spam. Let me tell you right now, it has nothing to do with the software. I'm going to say that again. We know emails go to spam. Please let me tell you it has nothing to do with the software. If you are just joining me on Instagram, please join me on Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube to be able to see the board properly. Jennifer J on Facebook and LinkedIn, and the System Situation on YouTube. Okay, so emails go to spam because of the incoming email service provider. And it's a whole bunch of other factors. I will do a whole nother live at some other point on that. But stop blaming your system for that, okay? And it's also based on what you did. So if you move systems and then you just started blasting people, it's going to go to spam. You got to season your email systems, okay? Season them. Just like you season the grill for my cooks. Just like you season the pixel for my marketing peeps. You got to season your email. You can't just send it out. Okay, so we're going to send a notification, right? Now, I like Frank Kern's method, which he says, I use the 2 to 3 method because people don't pay attention. He said, I gotta send these jokers 2 emails a day for 3 days just for them to get into the thing they asked for. Right? Duh. So I like that method. So we're gonna send them another one, but we're gonna wait. So let's just say we'll wait 1 hour, right? And then we'll resend this email, the confirmation, right? Now I get fancy with mine because I put a check on these to see if they opened them. So that's a whole nother different thing. But I check to see if they opened the email. If they didn't open the email, then I send them something else. So I get a little complex, but we're gonna keep it simple. So we just send them, just copy the contents of here. In the subject, put re with the 2 dots and put it there. Okay. Wait 1 hour. That's the same day. Then we're gonna wait another day, right? And then we're gonna send them another email. And that email you can chat GPT. And if you don't know what chat GPT is, I actually have somebody on my live who don't know, so y'all don't fall out. Chat GPT is an AI software where you can tell it, write me 6 emails confirming and giving them the download to my automation checklist. My automation checklist benefits are, and it will write all of those emails, and you can put those in there. Okay. If you are joining me on Instagram, please join me on Facebook to be able to see my screen properly. Jennifer J on Facebook, or you can go to YouTube, The System Situation, or you can go to LinkedIn, Jennifer J. And that's Jennifer with one N. I have to let y'all know. Y'all see how my name is spelled. One N. It's one N only. And J, Jay. Are the letter. Okay, I'll start rapping. Hold up. All right, so we're going to repeat this. Now, the intervals that you send these are totally on you. There's no right or wrong way. It really just depends on your audience. That's a whole nother thing. So if you need to know who your audience is, I have an avatar workbook. So we will just repeat this for 3 days, right? So this is day one. Then we'll do another set of wait. I probably will wait 4 hours on the second day and do it again. Or I'll send it at specific times. Because you can send it at specific times. I can say send this one at 10 a.m. and send this one at 7 p.m. It's totally up to you. It's your strategy. Okay. All right. So now, after these 3 days and they've gotten this, that's how you automate that. But you want to go further and send them into a whole nother automation that leads them to the purpose of whatever you had them opt into. Right? So let me give you an example unless somebody has one. Let's see. Let me check. Because what people can do is basically, I'll give you a prime example. Um, if you've planned your year and you're having webinars, right? Or master classes or whatever you want to call them. I don't like calling them webinars. Let's just say all the people that opt into lead magnet 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 all need to go to the webinar, right? You'll have one webinar automation that's an invite series. And so if you're running them every month or every week or however you're running them, no matter when they opt in to these, they're always going to go to here to get them on the webinar. Now, I want to keep that simple. And if you have questions, definitely ask me. I want to keep that simple because that is how we do that. Now, let's just say you are having a flash event that involves these people and you want to send out a text. You are within your rights to blast a text to them, right? Because you asked for their phone number. If you didn't ask for the phone number, don't be sending them text messages because how did you even get the number? Now, if you came down here or in your process somewhere else and asked them for a text message, fine. So once they opt into any of these lead magnets, now remember, a lead magnet can be a coupon, a lead magnet can be a video training, a lead magnet can be an ebook, a lead magnet can be anything that's free, right? I don't have it. I thought I had it. I did a series. I need to find that and repost it. When I was at Sam's, I don't see it. Sam's Club has those kiosks where you use your Sam's card to put it under there and you get a free item. Well, what it gave me, I guess I can't find it because they're all plugged in. What it gave me was the holder to the Glade refills, right? And then it had the stack of the refill pack you could buy next to it. That's a perfect real life example of a lead magnet. So they gave you the holder and then you buy the refills. But now they have my information because I scanned my card to where they know if I bought those refills, this is getting deeper, but if I bought those refills, they know they can send me a coupon or if those refills go on sale, and I most likely will take advantage of that. That just helps some of the e-commerce people with a strategy. So for us, our holder is these lead magnets because they got to be valuable. They got to be valuable for the person to even want to come here. Because if this is trash, if your lead magnet is trash, they're going to number one, unsubscribe from your stuff. And they're not going to ever make it here. So hopefully that helped you guys. And okay, let me sit back down and I'm going to change my screen. See Instagram, what y'all made me do? I knocked all my stuff down. um, so to wrap up, what we're talking about is how to automate your email marketing to avoid penalties and fines. And the main premise is please do not just blast emails to people or blast text messages to people that have not opted in. If they sent you an email and you send them, you add them to your automation software, you are not in compliance. You are in violation. And that is according to the Can Spam Act. Okay? That is according to the Can Spam Act. And the Can Spam Act says for every occurrence, so one occurrence is one email. So if you did this method and the method to invite them, that invite series can go on for 7 days. That's 7 occurrences because you just threw somebody into that. There is a way to do that. And for the sake of time, I don't like for my lives to be long. We'll talk about how to do that later, but it's called a reactivation. You can send someone a reactivation to get them to act if they want. You've seen them in your email inbox. Go in your email inbox and it says, did we break up, or did I do something to you? It's something like that is the headline. Those are people trying to reactivate stale people on their email, and if you don't respond within a certain amount of time, they remove you. That is one of the other reasons why emails go to spam. But I guess I need to do a whole live on why emails go to spam, because people blame it on the tool and it's not the tool. Even though I don't like MailChimp, I hear people saying all my MailChimp emails go to spam. It's not MailChimp's fault that your emails go to spam. So, again, my name is Jennifer J. And we set up and manage now. We didn't used to manage. We set up and manage your systems for excellence, right? So, if you would like to learn more about our managed system services for business owners, go ahead and click the link either above, below, or in my bio and book a call and we will let you know, or just DM me or send me a message and I will respond to you personally. Yes, I'm in my DMs now. All right, thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. Go ahead and like and share this with someone. And for those of you catching the replay, drop a replay so I know you're there and I can say hey. All right, enjoy your day, guys.